How's it going? Today I want to tell you guys about something very important for the college student. It's something we really should have known before we came to school, but honestly, we're just too busy trying to have a good time growing up that we forget some of the things that we need to do on a regular basis. And we always had our mother and father take care of for us. But we don't have that anymore. We're on our own, and we need to learn how to take care of ourselves. So you're probably asking yourself right now, what the hell is he talking about? Or, why am I wearing this nice little robe, which is really comfortable by the way? I'll tell you why. Because right now, you're going to learn how to do laundry! That's right, guys. Honestly, it's something that every one of us have to deal with. It's kind of embarrassing to tell our friends, I don't know how to do it, I've never done it, my parents always did it for me. Not anymore. You're going to watch this video and you're going to learn how to do it yourself, and you're going to be smelling so fresh and fly that everyone's going to be jealous. So let's get started here. Now listen in, honestly, there's a lot of things that go into this. It might sound very too complicated, but it's not. Laundry is very basic. Just throw your clothes in, turn on the wash, you're done. So let's go over the step by step. First thing, now you guys live on college campus or you live in apartments near school, right? For the most part. And you don't have your own laundry washing machine in your own place. So you have to go to the community place, and most likely they take quarters. So definitely make sure that you have a bunch of change hiding somewhere just for laundry. Some places, like where I went to school, we actually have a card and you put money on it. So make sure you always have extra cash. And another thing you need is a very easy to move, useful, handy bag for your clothes. I have this little bag. What's great about it, it's about a week's worth of laundry. And what's awesome, when it's finished, you can actually just close it, smash it, make it a little smaller, fits everywhere. And I have a nice little pocket here to put my change, so I never have to move it, and also my anything you need, like my wallet, my phone, because I'm going to the community place. Anyways, so now that we have our bag and we're in the laundry room, you gotta find a few machines right here. The first thing I want to do is, what am I going to be putting in there? Big mistake people do all the time is they actually mix both clothes. You never want to mix colored with white. It's just ridiculous. And imagine, I'll tell you why. Let's say here, I have these dark blue shorts, and this only mainly happens when it's brand new clothes. And I throw it in with my white right here. When this gets wet, it's going to get the coloring, because it's a brand new shirt or clothes, whatever it is. The blue is going to come off, and it's going to come on to my whites. I'm going to have blue boxers forever. That's not what we want, right? So throw that back in there. Now, the one good thing is you can actually use grays. Grays and white light colors work fine. So right now I'm separating. Got all the whites in here. Putting all the color for later, the darks. Let's see if we find anything else. Alright. Yeah, but and make sure you do your laundry once a week, I would say. Don't let it pile up, because especially in college campuses, everyone is doing laundry, and you don't want to, you're going to have trouble finding space. Make it as easy as you can for yourself, and just do it in increments and not just throwing everything at one time. Look at me, I throw everything at one time, now all I have is a robe. You don't want to walk around campus with something but a robe on. So, all my whites are in here, and now what I want to do is get the detergent. Detergent can be bought, they usually have them, you can buy them from a community place that they have a container you can put it in. I just recommend going to your grocery store and buy your own. I bought some from Costco, the big size, so it lasts me a while. And this is very, it's very cheap. I buy the brand from the store brand. Store brands are always the best. No matter what, they're always going to be the best price. They want you to buy their own things, so make sure you do that. And depending on the size of the load, so right here, I'm looking at about a medium-sized load. The cap, if you use gels, I like gels, there's powders. Doesn't make a difference. I prefer gels, just easier to handle. So, and then I put this right here, and it tells you for medium loads, different lines on the cap. And my cap, for medium, where is this one? You can see right here. For the medium, it's a second line. So me personally, I like my clothes extra clean, so I never listen. And unless it's a very small load, I just put in as much as I can. It doesn't make a difference. But if you want to be efficient and you want to save, do that. Now for this dishwashing machine, the difference between, there's some machines, I'll show you in a second. I'm just going to dump this in, right? Just pour it around, make a circle, and I throw the cap in as well. I'm not, because the cap still has some gel in it, and I want to make it full use of all the gel, all the detergent in there. Some machines, however, they have slots where you put in the gel or the powder in there itself, and you don't actually put it into the machine. So you just put it in there, and then just, it's probably going to be on the side of the machine, and you just open it, dump it, close it. I have my gels, I have my detergent, everything's in there, close it. So, next step is what setting I'm going to put on it. College campuses that use the community cycles are very simple. They don't have all these crazy different levels or anything, but for normally, this is a medium level, so I'm just going to put it on regular, right here, number 10. And then for the temperature and load size, I'm going to put a medium. The reason why it's different load size because it's going to how much water you put in really depends on how much detergent you have in there. So if you have a medium, you don't want. If you put extra large, it's going to be way too much water for the amount of detergent I put in. So make sure that balances out equally. And then for the temperature level, to keep your colors from really not fading away, people like to put cold. But I usually just keep it warm, cold, just in the middle, and usually warmer was just definitely going to do a better job in cleaning. So I put it on warm and cold, just half. So now you have the size ready to go. You got the temperature. I got it on regular, ready on the setting, and all I have to do is pull this right here, and voila! It's already started. I can open this and show you what's going on. The water levels are filling up. It's going to fill up to this a medium level, and then when that's done, it takes care of itself. Now on college campuses, another thing, your machines are set on timers. This has a timer, but it doesn't read. So all you have to do, it'll tell you probably 36 minutes, let it stay there, go back to your place, and just give it time to take care of itself. When it's done, we come over to the dryer. So as a side note, one thing that's very important is towels versus your regular clothes. It's a whole different thing. Towels are very big and they're very heavy. But again, the same thing though, you want to make sure, don't put your dark towels with your dark towels with your light towels, because it's going to make all your nice and white ones are going to be turning into black by the end of the wash. So important with towels is you're going to put it in, again, it's much thicker. So even though it doesn't look like there's a lot in there, it actually is going to take a lot more soap to get it clean. So make sure that you just up the size probably by 1. So let's say if this is just a small, put a few more, it's medium. And just up by 1 every single time. And then yeah, the same thing is you put the detergent in, you wash it. But very important, sometimes people have trouble with immediately putting their wash into the dryer, because it takes a half hour, and then they wait. I'll wait an hour. I'll come back. It's wet. You don't want to keep your towels wet, because if you keep them wet, it's gonna really stink up, and it's a wet towel. It just smells terrible. So when you put it in the dryer and it dries, you're gonna want to wash it again, because that's not something you're gonna wash your body with, dry off your body with. It's gonna smell terrible. Believe me, and you don't want to do that. Same thing with your clothes, but towels are definitely a lot stronger smelling, and just honestly, I can't stand it. So just make sure, again, take your towels out immediately when it's done and dry them. Okay, so now I just want to recap everything that we just went over in putting your clothes and washing them. Step 1, separate your whites from your colors. And you put them in, it's taken care of. Step 2, take your laundry detergent, and you got to measure how much am I going to put in there. Medium load, medium size, find that level, put it in. Step 3, you got to make sure that all the levels on the machine are set accordingly. You have your load size, your temperature, and again your speed you're going through on the machine to get it started. Once that's all done, it's set up, all you got to do is pull this over, open, and you're done. Thank you guys. Now we'll give it a little time. It's going to take about a half hour to be finished. We'll go over how to do the drying part. Ching! Okay. Alright, so now that our laundry is all done, clean, when finished, next step is doing the drying part. Drying is very easy. There's nothing crazy about it. All you gotta do is take your wets and you put them into the machine. And that's all that you have to do with that. And next step, it's not necessary to add this, but it kind of gives it a nice soft feel for your clothing when you're finished with it. And you just take these fabric softeners. You can buy them from any store. You know, again, buy store brand. Stay nice and cheap, because it all does the same thing. The name doesn't make it any better. And I throw it in. I put like a couple of tissues in there. Depends on the size of the load. Again, medium size, 2 sheets is enough. The instructions usually, it depends on the company, but it's all the same. And nothing crazy. And what that does, again, it's fabric softener, so it keeps your clothes feeling nice and soft as if they're brand new still, which is great. And one thing I forgot to mention. So the great problem we have with laundry is people's clothes shrink, and we don't want to wear a shirt that's large all of a sudden becomes a size small. You know, we have to be very careful with how that happens. The reason why that happens is people throw it in the dryer when it shouldn't be thrown in there. And so what I like to do, anything that's a t-shirt, you know, pants don't matter, they're not going to shrink that much, but t-shirts really do shrink, especially after the first time you wash it. So what I do, I take them out. I don't even put them in the dryer. I lay them out on my chairs, or put them, if I have hangers, just leave them out in my bathroom and let them self-dry. That's the best way to do that, so your size of shirt stays same as when you bought it, and you never have to worry about, you know, being very tight. I don't like tight clothes, so I like to keep it out there fresh and clean. So, okay, again, we put it all in there, put the fabric softener, and shut that door. Now, if you're on campus, you don't have to worry about this, because the community, they'll take the drying machines are all done maintenance on their own with the people, the faculty people, the people who work there. But for home people, and you have your own laundry, it's this is probably the most important part of laundry, and that's why houses can burn down. You got to take out, look at it, this is a terrible job. See, sometimes even I forget, even though I've been doing this for many years. Right here is all this lint and all this stuff which should not be left inside of the dryer. Reason being, when you're drying your clothes and this is so full and stuffy in there, it's going to get hot, and what happens? The whole place blows up. You don't want this. So every time you do your laundry and you're drying, please remember, safety first. I don't want you guys dying on me. Take it all out. So let me throw this out for a second. Okay, so now that I just saved my life for the 20th millionth time, I'm going to put it right back in where I found it. Close that up. And then all you have to do is very simple. Depending on how much clothes you have in there, you just put the different level. I like to put it like, you know, there's this, which is nice. If you, again, this is for people at home. Usually when you're at the campus, the community dryers, all you do is press start. You don't do anything else. But for me, if you're at home, you have your own you'll have your own machine. There's a star that tells you the average of where you should put it in. I have a medium load, so, you know, right over dry. Well, excuse me. Okay, so that's all you have to do in the last part. This is the most difficult part of this whole process. You're going to have to press this button. One more time. One more time. Alright. Now it's working. That shouldn't usually happen. If you just press start one time, it should be done. But, you know, this is all live. I'm not going to make any tricks on you guys. But basically, that's it. The dryer's ready to go. So, and now all you have to do is wait. It probably takes about 45 minutes. It takes a little longer than your wets. And that's it. So, when it's done, pull it on out, fold it up, and put it back in your drawers.